night. But I just say, let me still do this. I was supposed to do this much earlier. I'm thinking about starting this live with Aisha, say like 8 p.m. But so many things. I actually wanted to do it on my computer, and then somehow, I just couldn't start the live on it. I've been on it since like a long time ago. But what I just decided was that, look, I'm not going to give up. I'll just continue. And it didn't go. And I said, let me switch it up to the normal, this thing that I normally use, my phone, indeed. So here we are. It is the last week of campaign, obviously. So we have like, is it 5 days now? 6 days? 6 days to, so this is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6 days to election, actually. Wow. It's really, it's something that it's really so, it's almost like surreal. Is that how to, sorry, like unbelievable. Like, it's the elections are really around the corner. Before we know what's happening, we'll actually be saying tomorrow is election, then we'll no longer be able to campaign. Campaign will stop 24 hours to election. And please, we have to remember that this thing, as we're going to the polling units, we have to all remove this thing. You're not supposed to go to the polling units with anything of any party. But here we are. Let me just look up this thing and just share. Let me share our live. Hello, for those of you who have joined. Hi. Tomorrow is Monday, right? Let me just share this a bit. And then I was supposed to start again. I was getting so many different calls. Oh, gosh. Sometimes somebody will call you at, I saw someone the other day call me at 4 a.m. Hi. Let me see who that is. Okay. Eze Festus. Hi, how are you? I mean, how do you call someone at 4 a.m.? A number. It's not as if you're on the person's contact, nothing. And then at 4 a.m., you're calling that person. Sometimes people just abuse us. Okay, so they've touched Kogi. Well, they'll have to keep that. So there are no you people. This thing is all of us. So all of us, let's do the needful. That's the thing. We have a country to fight for. So it's not as if with 4 days to election, because it's really not going to be one that we are saying, oh, certain people are the ones that are going to do that. We all just have to just do the needful. We all should just do whatever needful we can. So hello everyone. It's such a pleasure being here. We continue elections slowly. The day of election is slowly coming close. One of the things that we all have to know is that, look, we all need to do these campaigns together. We all need to come out. We all need to watch out for certain things. As we go into the election now, most of the things that people have thought, oh no, the campaigns will stop, this campaign will not last 2 months, Obi will not last 2 months, this, that. It didn't work. I mean, people, they've been shocked. Whenever I heard that music that say, they never see me coming, see me coming. Hey, it's just imagine they never saw Obi coming, and even they just took him for granted. They thought, oh, it was going to be a flash in the pan and nothing. And here they are being absolutely surprised. So what we need to do now is to ensure that we're tying up all the ropes. The Kogi states, the Taraba states, the Nasarawa states, the Plateau states, the Ogu, Oshu, or your states. We all need to do the needful. We need to do the needful. Yeah, there are, so we're all doing that. Like the last time Peter Obi was somewhere, Dirty was somewhere, Peter Obi's wife was somewhere, Dirty's wife was somewhere, all scattered around, all canvassing for vote. Those are the things that we are doing. And so people also, let's do our needful wherever we can. As we go for the election, let's know that it's not, we have to all come out. We have to come out en masse. It's not enough for only you to go to the polling unit. You must ensure that people around you are also going to the polling unit. You must ensure that you're finding your polling unit. If possible, try and locate your polling unit before the election, or go very early, because you might end up having to go to different places for your polling unit. Maybe the last polling unit you used might not be the one you're using right now. I encountered that during Abuja election, the local government election. In Abuja, it is INEC that does the local government election. We don't have gubernatorial election. So after 25th, now election is over. We are not doing that one in March. You see people that are in different states that are going to be doing that. So what we are going to ensure for us is that during that Abuja election, when they were doing the the local government election, I found out that the polling unit I had used before was not the polling unit that had been there. Thank you so much, G4 International, for your kind words. God bless you. Thank you. Polychica. So it wasn't that. So I actually went to, like, I think about 5 polling units before I was able to find where my name was on the polling unit. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to encounter that. Please don't be discouraged. Wherever these polling units are, just go there. Polling unit, people had been reshuffled. I mean, people were, maybe some polling units were too full, because the polling unit it was quite close to my house, and then they moved me to one that was further away. There's no how I'm going to go to that polling unit without car. I normally even drive with car anyway, to even the other one that was the closest to. It wasn't a walking distance closeness to my house, but it was closer than where they have thrown me to now. But I don't know whether that's where I'm still at. My husband received a message where they said they had moved his polling unit. I didn't receive any of that message. I didn't receive message from INEC. So I really don't know what is going to be like. But hey, these are the things that we're going to see. So please, please, please get ready for things like that. This is the last leg of the race. We've come through the curve, and this is not the time to get tired. This is not the time to feel that, oh, you've done so much. If what you did yesterday is still looking big to you today, that means you're not doing enough. I wake up every morning thinking, what more can I do for the obedient movement? I don't sit down to be thinking, oh, what did I do? Oh, I travel. Oh, please forget that one. Yesterday died last night. We just need to do what we need to do. Courage wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to the program. So it's to focus on what needs to be done, and we keep doing it. Am I too close to the camera? See my face. I'm far away now, right? I just feel as if my face is so big on the camera. So all we need to do is to get what are the things that we need to do and begin to work on them. And as we go on this last week, there's going to be a lot of psychological war. And one of the things that I've seen recently is the fact that they keep saying that, oh, Labour Party doesn't have party agents. Who told you that? If truly Labour Party didn't have party agents, they won't be talking about it. They will happily be hiding it and say, hey, let them get there. But because they know it's not so they are looking for lies that they can do and implant doubt in people's minds. That's just all what they're trying to do. If you say, and they kept saying, oh, Peter Obi cannot, if Peter Obi cannot win, why are you talking about Peter Obi? Why? You don't talk about people that cannot win. I mean, there are 18 people on the ballot paper. Why are you not talking about the remaining 15? Yeah, it's 15, because even Kwankwaso, they don't talk about Kwankwaso. They don't put him in the equation. They don't say, oh, don't vote Kwankwaso, so it's not going to win, because they truly know that one doesn't have a chance. But the leading presidential candidate in all the polls, even the ones they're doing, is the one they are saying, he will not win, he will not do it, he will not that, he will not those. If he will not win, you will not be talking about this. Exactly. Exactly, noble son. That's it. If truly that Labour Party did it, what's their own? Is it not to their own advantage? So why are they saying it? The fact that they are saying it tells you that it's a lie. They're just looking for something to, just like they're looking for a psychological weapon so that they'll make people to doubt themselves. Because that's what they're going to do this last week. They found out too late that all the things that they thought they were going to use, they have not been able to use it. Peter Obi was the first to finish all the 36 states, and also Abuja. And he has gone to many of the states more than one. What am I saying? States. I'm sure I'm feeling sleepy. He has gone to more than some of the states, a good number of the states more than once. So while they are still struggling to finish their state rally, we finish our own since. So that was one of the things that they thought that they were going to use. Ojiaga TV, I'm fine. Thank you so much. Well, Labour Party has spoken about that on the issue of the INEC commissioner in is it good morning? Okay, it's still not morning in Nigeria. We're still here in evening. So they've spoken about the INEC commissioner in Lagos, and citizens have raised their concerns. But one of the things that we must do as citizens is to remain very vigilant and ensure that whatever is being done, that the right thing is being done. Yeah, so Cynthia, that's exactly what they're trying to do. So they're trying to sow seeds of doubt in people's mind to say, so people are not start thinking, so if they don't have, they go, it's a lie. Labour Party have their agents. Apart from Labour Party agents, we also have our people's agent. You and I, our people's agent. In our polling unit, we are going to sit down there. Abi we go say deliver, go and find your new PU, go there, they come out early that day, let's search for this PU, we go there, we go sit down there, and that's it, and that we shall, amen, no, we shall come out victorious. So the thing is really peppering them from people who said that the youth are not going to be how did they even put it, the youth that they are going to be carried away when things like BB Naija are playing, or when there's World Cup, or when there's Premier League. The youth refuse to be carried away. Even when they brought in one Big Brother Naija, whatever they call it, I've never watched. I've never watched that program, and I don't even mention that program normally when I'm talking. So even the one that brought in this, it's really nobody's talking about it, because normally I am one person, I've never watched that program, but I always see where most of them, like how do I put it now? You see online, their fans always talk about them and when they're doing, so that even if we're not watching, you get to just know who some of those people are, stuff like that. This time there's nothing. You go online, there's no conversation of that thing. That's to tell you how focused the youth are on the election that is happening. As in, they are not even laughing at all. They are not laughing. People are not laughing. They are not just finding it funny. They are just focused on the election. And these are the things that they thought would distract the Nigerian youth. But the Nigerian youth have refused to be distracted. And they are just so focused on what is happening. And that is something that it's really, how do I put it? It's really so amazing for me. It's something that I'm so proud of. And whenever I see just the Nigerian youth, I'm just like, oh my goodness, you guys are so amazing. You guys are just focused on this election, and see the way you have been able to positively change the election. The election in Nigeria can never be the same again. I mean, it's been amazing what you guys are doing. And for me, I doff my scarf for you guys. I don't have hat. I doff my scarf for you guys. Hello, Sekemba. We have moved far beyond what they can imagine, says Joseph. We dey watch ball, we dey still we dey chill, and we go vote, we go deliver the POs. No time for their yeye mouth. We have taken over. Absolutely. You guys have really done amazing. You've really taken over. And so as we go on, these are some of the things that we keep doing. They will try to psychologically play mind games, tell you that, oh, you're going. And one of the things is that nobody is telling anybody that people are going to waste their votes. So hey, before that was what is happening. But let me just tell you one of the things I'm going to do with this live with Aisha. The next time I'm going to be coming through Zoom, and I'm going to be bringing in guests so that we'll just have a conversation over the election. And as we do that, I'm probably going to be starting by 8 p.m. I'll work on that. I'll start this thing by 8 p.m. so that we'll be able to have a conversation and bring in different people to talk about all of these things. Let me just go so that never stops with Showmax Pro. Apologies for that. I'll just try to go and check because I can't see very well. It's a bit not too fast for me. Okay, someone says here that this is where tell the people at the polling unit to be careful with all their starting point before voting. That's where the rigging is. I think this is where they say we should all ensure that that beavers that it is 0.000, so there's no figures, and then what's the number that is accredited and all of that, so that they don't send anything. Polychika says, Aisha, you see how we're going to no, Lagos people, no, we don't even doubt you people. You guys are like our safe zones. I mean, you guys have been so amazing, so awesome. It's unbelievable. It's not true. Jude, Silas, it's not true. Forget about them. They're just talking what they're talking. We have different layers of polling unit. One of the things we are doing is that we as citizens, we are not relying on just Labour Party. We are, apart from party agents, there are also people's agents, where we are having citizens who are at the polling units, obedient supporters, obedient supporters, who are at the polling unit, who are going to serve as unofficial party agent. What I'm trying to tell you is that if it was true, they would have kept quiet, because that would be our weak point. But because they are trying to psychologically work on people, that's why they are coming out to say that, oh, they don't have party agents, so that people will not be feeling maybe it cannot win and all of that. It's all a big fat lie. If we didn't have a party agent, they would have kept that information so that when you get there and they'll be able to do their mago, but that's not the case. They're just afraid because they see that Peter Obi is leading in everything, and they've brought in all sorts of ramifications. Did they not tell you that it's only 4 people that were tweeting in a room? Was it 4 people that were tweeting in a room? If you had believed then that it's only 4 people, you wouldn't have been doing what you're doing today. You just go and sleep as Peter Obi doesn't have support. It's only 4 people tweeting in a room. But then, have you not seen what? Out of the 4 people, it's only 2 people that have come out to see as they have swollen as Gary, and they feel everywhere. So it's a mindset thing that they are doing. It's not really that is the truth. They know it's not the truth, but they're trying to psychologically work on the people. Eze Festus says, I just wish Dati concentrates more in the north. Dati has been doing a lot in the north. Before we started our rallies in the north, where people not telling us that we will be shamed in the north, we will not get anybody, nobody is going to come out. But see the rallies, most of the rallies in the north did far better than even the rallies in the southern part of the country. Dati has been working. Like I keep telling people, is that Dati's kind of work, Dati's work rate and that of Peter Obi's, they are the same, more or less the same. The only thing is that Dati normally does not publicize what he's doing. So that's always the difference. He recently even had a press briefing in Abuja. He doesn't publicize. So you see him do these things without the cameras, without the no pictures, no videos, nothing like that. So people think that, oh, he's not doing anything. He's doing so much. Forget about this. See, let me tell you something. As this thing is going, we have this south-south, we have the southeast. The southwest, we have a good number of it. The north central, we have some of it. Yes, the ones we really don't have a hold of is the northwest and the northeast, and which is okay. You don't have to win all the zone. All you need is the highest number, and then 24 states, 25% of 36, two-third rather, two-third, 25% in two-third of the 36 states, which is 24 states, yeah? So that works. In terms of the Northwest, we're not going to win the Northwest per se. But then we have Kwankwaso, who is doing the Lord's work. As far as I'm concerned, that's why I just look at Kwankwaso. What he's trying to help us do is that he's going to help us balkanize the North, so that the North is not carried by 1 person or 2 people, but it's shared. So 4 people are going to be fighting for the North. Kwankwaso is going to be doing his bit, because Kwankwaso in his own way, you must remember that Kwankwaso wants to save face. He will not want to go in. A lot of people were like, oh, he's going to, on the last day, well, we will see that. I do know that politicians, nothing is beyond politicians, but he has come too far for him to now come and say that, oh, he's going to collapse his structure from someone else. And then also Kwankwaso will want to save face for him to still have that power and control over that region, so that even if he doesn't have anything, at least he will have this thing. Labour Party has polling agents all over the country. There are agents that are there. Forget all that thing they are doing. It's just a psychological war. They're trying to make you doubt yourself. It's a psychological welfare. They're trying to make you doubt yourself and begin to think that it's not there. By the way, even if they are not agent, you are the agent. When we go to that polling unit, we are going to sit down and we are going to ensure that the votes are counted. We check everything. You can, as someone who is voting, it's just like you, they say you stay some meters, so you can check, you can ensure that the only thing is that you will not sign. Even when it comes to, if results are accepted, even when they don't sign. I've been to this where some party agents will say that they will not sign. Whether they sign or they don't sign, it doesn't mean that the result will not be taken as legitimate. So forget all that thing they are talking about. Did they not tell you you don't have structure? Why are you believing the people that told you that you don't have structure when they are saying that you don't have polling? Is it their polling unit agent? If you really didn't have, they won't be telling you. They will keep quiet. They will keep quiet so that on that day they will now go in and do their mago. But what they are trying to do now is to say, this is, there are situation rooms that are being deployed. There are different layers of situation rooms out there, but the most important thing also is the fact that people are, the results. I think the INEC has set up the IREV where you'll be seeing the result as they are doing it, as in go, the result as it's being done. You'll be seeing it as it is, and so that's also something that's very, very important. Exactly. Obvious, Peter, please let me tell you, just focus. We don't have anything. Party agent, is it our business? It's not even our business. You and I, it's not our business. It's the business of the party, and the party has taken care of that. You and I, our business is that how many people can we drag out to go and vote? Nobody must stay at home. Because nobody cannot stay at home and refuse to go and vote during the election. Then you now come and be disturbing me that you don't have money, you are suffering, you are doing this, you are doing that. Meanwhile, when it is time to go and vote, so that we have people that will reduce this our suffering, that will give us a good Nigeria, enabling environment, you refuse to go and vote. So we need to focus really on that and ensure that we are pulling people in. So we will have to ensure that and ensure that we are pulling people in for them to be able to go and vote. One of the things that I'm going to do with this live with Aisha, please, it's going to be starting at 8 p.m. That's one thing I'm going to work on, 8 p.m. and we're going to be doing like Zoom, which will stream live so that people can join us. Like I could just put the link here and say, okay, join me, and you'll be admitted. We'll have a conversation, you have your say, so that it's not just a monologue, it's not just one person who keeps saying the same thing. And I'll try and bring guests in. Please, Aisha, do you really trust INEC? Yes, I trust INEC. I trust INEC to an extent. There are a lot of things that have been done to empower INEC, and one of the things that is very critical is the fact that Mahmoud, Professor Yakub Mahmoud, this is his last term, and he's going to leave. He can't come back again. And one of the things, there's a life after the office that you stay in, and he's one who is really looking for where he can have bragging rights. He can have something he will add to his international CV if he's able to have this election that is free and fair and credible. And so that helps him. That helps his CV also. That's why you see that the politicians have fought him on beavers, because the electoral law sort of like left it a bit open for INEC to be the one to choose whether they're going to use beavers or not. And so the politicians were trying to twist him, and especially APC. Why am I even saying politicians? Especially those APC people that don't want free, fair, and credible election, to say they were already on his case that he must not use the beavers, but he insisted on using the beavers, and they did try the president also. That's why, for a very long time I've been telling you people that for the first time I trust Buhari on something, which is on this one, because Buhari is a very selfish human being, and I kept saying that, look, his nuisance value will come in useful for all of us, and I'm sure a lot of people are now seeing it, because this is someone who, he doesn't have any legacy, and the only legacy he's hoping to get is to have a free and fair and credible election, and it will really pay Buhari so much, not because he loves the nation, not because he loves you, but because it will be good for him, for Peter Obi to win, so that he's handing over to Peter Obi. So these are some of the things for me that I feel that we should latch onto and keep saying it out for Buhari to know, look, the only legacy you can have is a free, fair and credible election. You've already started with signing the electoral act. Don't forget that a lot of people say Buhari will not sign that electoral act, and he did sign that the electoral act. So for me, yes, I trust INEC, because this particular INEC chairman needs everything for this election to work very well. And one of the things about life is that when you see people who uh have a everybody, I mean, they say self-preservation is always the most, the most is it primal thing that people think about. So when people have a motive, a personal motive to do something, they actually go through with it. So it might not really be about you and I, but because it serves his interest so much for there to be a free, fair, credible election, so that when he finish with this his tenure, he can now go and be part of that world electoral observers, whatever, world electoral kini kini. He might have a position in the world, at the world level, not just local champion level in Nigeria. So that is an incentive for the INEC chairman to ensure free, fair and credible elections. So because of that, I trust INEC more. And in fairness to INEC, they have been trying in the things that they've been doing. I've been saying this for a very long time. Even the APC, when people say that, oh, the president, normally he's not the one in charge. I said, look, the other people who are normally in charge, like the people of those what's this the Malemi, the Attorney General of the Federation, they don't seem to be like in Tinubu's camp. So that is something also, that sort of like helps us. And also the president, you've seen all the back and forth that has been happening, how they are saying, oh, they are APC saying APC sabotaging it and stuff like that. So these are things that are in our own interest, and definitely these other people know it. And as we go towards this last few days of election, they will try to bring all sorts of what do I call it now? Of all sorts of psychological warfare, dropping in hints and drought, try to gaslight you, try to say all sorts of things. The most important thing is focus. Eye on the ball. Focus on the big picture. Don't be distracted. Don't focus on any other thing. What you should be interested in: how do I get more and more people to come out and vote for Peter Obi? How do I talk to them? Who do I talk to? My village people, my people around me, my friends, my colleagues, people I do business with, people I'm meeting on the street, just to say, hey, if somebody say, hey, what's your name? I'll say, Mama, Papa, Pikin. My name is Aisha. Anything you say to me, I say, Mama, Papa, Pikin. LP, Mama, Papa, Pikin. Mama, Papa, Pikin. Mama, Papa, Pikin. Those are the things that should just be the words that should be in our mouth. Okay, I see it. Some questions are coming in. Mark Olobu says, my polling unit is very close to my house. I've made arrangement for chairs and water for the voters. This is part of the things we must do. Please, let's go there with our food. Let's go there. If it's what you want to play, if it's card, if it's whatever, even if it's play it there, whatever we want to do, let's entertain ourselves. Let's have fun. Let's make this election fun. It's not it's not fighting. Let's go there. Let's go there en mass. Let's not go one word. Let's not isolate ourselves where we are picked up. Let's come out in our numbers. There's so much in number. And another thing also, we must people who are trying to use violence, we must find a way of mitigating violence. One of the things for sure is that the most people they use for violence in different areas are people that we know, people that you one way or the other you help them in their daily life, whether you give them 500 naira, they ask you for 200, or you have conversation with them. Even if you don't, look for people who have conversation with them and then begin to talk to them about not perpetuating violence. We must ensure that nobody is perpetuating violence. Let them know what is at stake. Look for people that can talk to them. Let them talk to them. People they listen to. Because if in every madness is past madness, and no matter how person they crazy, which is if you get the person where they listen to, and no matter how person they act gbero reach, you get the one way you act gbero pass you, or the one way they listen to. Let's get all of these people to talk to them. We need to bring in everything. We need to talk to everybody. We need think this is not the time to be feeling big or whatever. We are all on the same level. We have to talk to each other on the same level, come down to people's level, talk to them about this election, why they should be voting right, and what is at stake for this election. Because let me tell you something, if one professor votes, another person that has never been to school vote, they will cancel that professor's vote. They will cancel. So you need to first of all explain to people for them to understand. Yes, a lot of people that want to sell their votes, let them know it is their money that is being sold to them, and if they do anything, they are not going to. This is Sekemba. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know which of the answers you're talking about, but thank you so much for that. So let me look at Evans says something. Say, Aisha, good evening. I don't think Labour Party has a formidable legal team. I thought they would have filed suit against the man from Imo State who accused Obi of giving 2 billion naira to Christian Association of Nigeria. You see something, eh? Let me tell you something. One of the things that you must always be focused on is that don't dissipate your energy. So we are going to now sit down. We have a lot of issues ahead of us because we don't know the kind of things that they're going to do. Election coming up. Why do we have time to be filing a suit against a man who clearly could not even tell a lies that have a long shelf life? Lies that immediately they were debunked. He didn't go and seek for NAFDAC numbers for his lies. So if you begin to focus, say for every dog, if you're on a journey and every dog that barks at you, you are focused on throwing stones at the dog or whatever, you won't get to your journey. So the most important thing is for you to focus. It's not that we have lawyers, even right now, our lawyers are being trained. We are focusing on the election, packing evidence in case evidence of, and that's the thing about the obedient movement. A lot of amazing things they are doing. They've done so many apps. Some of these apps, things like they've already have, like, you do them, you can take videos, you can take pictures, video, and they will have timestamps so that they'll be able to talk about exactly, I think geo something geo mapping, exactly when those pictures were taken, so that in case they are going to court, they're already making preparation for evidence that will be collated in case we have to go to court. It's either we are going to court or they are taking us to court, and hopefully by the grace of God they will be the ones taking us to court, because we would have won the election. We would have won the election. That's the main thing. So we already collecting all of this. So it don't make any sense for you to now go and be focused on somebody who came out and was accusing Peter Obi of something. Like Peter Obi said, Peter Obi give somebody 2 billion naira, asking Peter Obi. The Peter Obi. Hey, somebody say Kwankwaso is Fawaz Shola Demi says Kwankwaso is trying to build the new CPC of the North, which is a good thing. We want more people. We want more people to, how do I put it, to run in the North, because what we expect is that balkanization. So instead of one person getting all the choice, let's just share it. If possible, let nobody even get that 25%. It will be fantastic. So let's just share. So the more it's balkanized, especially in the North, the better it is for us. So that's where Kwankwaso comes in, very useful, especially in the northwestern part of Nigeria. So those are the things that we're okay with that. Let him do that. Then for us to show up as many of the votes as we can. We necessarily don't have to win them, but just to increase our numbers. And then look at where are the places that we can get our 25%. Like in the Northwest, we are looking at Kano. Sorry, no, not Kano. We are looking at Kaduna. We're that 25%. And then Katsina, to an extent, some of the polls has given us Katsina. Some of people are doing a lot in Katsina. And notwithstanding, the most important thing with Katsina is that Katsina people are very angry. They are very angry with APC because Buhari has really failed them. And so they are more receptive of whatever it is, as long as they are guaranteed good governance, they are ready to no, Kwankwaso, we don't want Kwankwaso to step down for anybody. I say he's doing the Lord's work. Let him pack as much vote as he can. We need that. We need him winning those places. The Northwest, we are not going to win. Let him win them and spoil the chances of the other ones. Our own is just to pack as many votes as we can. So we have, for the North, we are looking at places like Kaduna. Yes, for us it is. And then Katsina, we're working on that. There is a 50-50 chance we might be able to get something in Kaduna. Then Kebbi is there. But those are the others like Kano, Jigawa. We are not expecting to win that. We are not putting our, if it happens, fine and good. We are not really expecting that much in there. But let me just tell you something. I know a lot of people get, oh, Kano has so much number of votes that they have. Please forget that. Lagos is actually the highest, if I'm not mistaken. Rivers is also very high. But the thing is that even if you don't win, it doesn't matter. You actually can win the presidency without having to win Kano. So all we need to do is to get as much of those votes as we can from there. And that's why we are really, 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 really waiting for Kwankwaso to help us to balkanize the this thing. So you see those states. So we have those ones. Then you come to the North Central. North Central is Northeast, South, South. Those are our zone. Our zone. Why I say our zone? And what we want in those zones is that nobody else must get 20. Nobody. We are the only ones that we get more than. We pack deny every other person 25%, and that's actually that can be doable. So those are things we're working on. So that's it. So as much as possible, please tell people to come out. If you have people in those zones, tell them to come out. Let people not go and sit at home and say, we've already won now big we no need to come out. Make una come out too. We need all the votes. We need to win, and we need to deny them 25%. That's as simple as ABCD. Those are the things that we want there. Then the Northeast too. We don't have much. We're not expecting to win so much. The only state like Taraba, we're looking at doing well in Taraba. We're looking at doing well in Adamawa. Surprisingly, Adamawa here is one of our strong states. Adamawa, we're looking at doing well. Taraba, we're looking at doing well. And then the other ones like that. But you see, North Central, we're looking at doing very well in good number of them. Plateau, Benue, doing well in Kogi, Kwara. Niger, it's like this. We're still looking at doing well. The people, the polls aren't pulling that much, but the people on ground are very hopeful. And so hopefully we get also to do something very well there. So we have regions. Southwest, surprisingly, Lagos is in the bag by the grace of God. Lagos. We are winning Lagos by the grace of God. No doubt about under that Tinubu's nose. And then the southwestern states, so we're doing quite well in the southwestern zone, very well. And we need to just increase those numbers to get them to do very well as we can. Brian Okoko, a new Nigeria is possible. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. A new Nigeria is definitely possible. Thank you. So Bauchi and okay, you said Bauchi and Gobe will get, well, hopefully we are hoping so. So what we are trying to do, we are not trying to get so carried away. We are trying to keep our expectations lower than where it is. But that's this thing. Bauchi and Gombe, if you're able to do those 25%, fantastic. So those are the things so on the issue of students that cannot go back, one of the things we will give to the obedient movement is how creative they are and how forward thinking they are. They have already been making plans on how to bring in students, and there have been a lot of this thing they've put together, free transportation for students to come back home. Online, they've been talking about a lot of those. But one of the things they say to people, you must have a PVC, you must be an obedient supporter, or you must be a student. They want because like some of the things they say, like some people who claim that they are students, they want to travel, they check their this thing, what do you call it, their just going through their timeline. They've never spoken about Peter Obi before. They've never spoken about ASU strike, even though ASU strike was on for 8 months. And how are you a student? So but they are just doing some of the background check, because there are people who might not be students that will want to use that advantage to come over. So those are some of the things. So it is such an amazing thing. So why can't we say, well, oh, there's possibility we can win Taraba. There's possibility. Taraba is one of the states that we are very confident in the Northeast. It's one of our states that we are confident in. But one of the things that we try to do, when we are making our own projection, we try to keep our expectations low. let's not be too carried away, and then it's better you project a little bit lower and then it comes out higher than you to go and be selling yourself like some other people and then you come and fall flat on your face. So that's some of the things that we have out here. So let me look at some of the comments that this thing. What is it that Chinedu said? Please, is there any channel we can set our polling unit? Aisha more awareness because of bad Peter Chinedu. You say one thing, I think most of you, let me just remind us of what happened during NSAS. You know, during NSAS when Wike came out and Wike said to Port Harcourt people that they should dare not protest in Port Harcourt. You remember what happened? That was so even the people that did not intend to come out for protest, they came out. They not only came out, they went to the government house and they were cooking in that government house. Port Harcourt people, Rivers State people, no be anyhow people wey they take them do like this. And if I may say, and I'm not doing this because I'm trying to be, let me see, do I even have light? Oh yeah, let me put on the AC. I'm quite hot. Let me put on the AC. I mean, South people are not the kind of people that you do anyhow with them. They don't send you. They don't send anybody. You do anyhow, you go see anyhow. One of the things that is that they are not the ones that you are controlling like you have in other regions, certain states where somebody can actually control block of people. So all that issue of people being afraid that, oh, Tinubu will do something, please forget that thing. This person, Wike, knows that Port Harcourt is really obedient. It's really obedient. So one of the things with INEC is the fact that we have an INEC chairman who has the incentive to ensure that we have a free and fair and credible election. So that's something. We have two people, and this one, and I've been talking about this thing for months. I think I need to just go and look for those reviews that I did before, those permutations that I did looking at the election. You have a president who has an incentive for a free, fair, and credible election because he wants to take the glory. We also have an INEC chairman and we have a president. We don't have an incumbent who is running for office. So these are such powerful things that we really should use them to our advantage. And like Fawaz said, bad can never win a PH. Honestly, leave that matter. The mobilization in the north, Emmanuel, is going very well. It's going as well as can be. And let me tell you, one of the biggest mobilization has been the hardship and the poverty that Buhari has given everybody. And give it to Buhari. He has given everybody equally the hardship and the poverty. He did not before, many people felt that, oh, some people will think that, oh, it is these people here that are doing this, it is those people there that are doing this. No, it is everybody equally. Buhari has shown, whether south, west, east, north, Buhari has shown everybody equally the suffering. People have suffered. So that in itself is what most people are using. So where you will say to people that, oh, don't vote for this person because it's not a Muslim or because it's not from the north, because it's not, they are thinking of the poverty, they are thinking of the suffering, and they're saying, we've suffered so much in the hands of this one that is supposedly a Muslim and from the north. So what's the difference? Why don't you just look for who it is we think will give us better? And even the fact that these other parties, they have so much of older people. And so people are now more skeptical of having an older person because they saw the last older person that they took in, how difficult things were. So those are the things. So like I always say to people, Buhari is the #1 campaign manager for Peter Obi. So that's really something. So the mobilization, okay, I think I've answered the issue of whether I trust INEC. What are we doing about the sit at home in the southeast? The sit at home in the southeast, I think the people, first of all, are really standing up and showing absolute displeasure at the sit at home. And the government also is waking up. And I think you saw some of the things that has happened in terms of apprehending. Some of those sit-at-home people have been apprehended, some of them have been killed, and the military, the security agents are really going after them. One of the things I will tell you is that Nigerian government is very powerful, and the Nigerian security agents are also very powerful, and also they have If you see them not doing anything, it's because they don't want to do anything. When they want to do something, when they want to do something, you see them, they will do it. They always end up doing it and doing it very well. So that's okay. Yeah, Victoria Okoye, thank you so much. God bless you. I'm just trying to read some of the messages we have here and answer some of the questions. Okay, like yeah, Natman said, I believe Buhari will deal with security to ensure people come out. Already he has started, because those are some of the things we are studying. Even though it's unfortunate that we are having, election gets to a place where there's a lot of militarization. Hopefully, we get to a Nigeria where people can just freely go about their business and just go and vote, and it will be like every other normal day. But at least we've seen that show of strength that the government is using to say we are, and for the first time, which is surprising, where it is to say we are here to ensure free and fair election, not normally what you normally have, which is we are here to intimidate people. Because you see Lagos, where they are already trying to use force, intimidate people, attack people, especially the obedient supporters. But also we've seen now that the government in itself is deploying military to quell that. Beyond that, also remember there were a lot of arrests that were made recently, where a lot of all these agberos, all these hoodlums that are normally used during the election have been arrested by security agents. So we're looking at a situation whereby there will be free and fair election. And one of the things also that we keep saying to even the military security agents, both military, police, and the other paramilitaries, to say to them, we are all suffering the same suffer. We are all going through this. Oh, Franklin Okoji, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are all suffering the same suffering. We are all going through the same thing. If you like, come and do any. I think I need to even do specific video for our security agent. If you come and then they go and give us they come and oppress people, voter oppression, suppression, people are not able to come out to vote and all of that, you not make it so that there will not be free, fair, credible election. All of us will suffer the suffer. We will suffer the suffer. If we don't take time, we will get to a place where we are saying, Buhari's time was better. If you go and ensure that these people win election fraudulently, we will get to a place where bad governance will deal with every one of us. You don't go to the market to go and buy garri and they will say, are you a military man? They will sell garri to you cheaper. The rice they are buying for 30-something thousand naira per bag or 40-something thousand naira per bag, your own is not going to be cheaper because you are a military man, or your wife is, or that of your wife will be cheaper. We are all suffering the suffering together. And even these killings that have gone on by, what do you call them, terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, whatever you call them, the same security agent, they have suffered more than, if you look at the ratio, they've suffered more than even civilians. So it is all in our interest. One of the things that Buhari has done is that he has forced us to have sense, sense that we normally would refuse to have. We've been forced to have it. So it's all in our interest to ensure that there is government, there is free, fair, credible election for every one of us. Thank you, Fat Photos TV station. Okay, Amaka said I should talk about the MC Oluomo and election material. No, that one has been sorted, So basically, the NURTW is normally what INEC uses to transport its material. So they were having issues. I think they were dismantled, but they have come together. So they are no longer going to use that MC Oluomo's park, whatever it is. They're going to use the NURTW that they normally would use before. Governor Samuel Otomia, he has shown his support. He has come out to show his support for Peter B. Of course, obvious, will not be intimidated. That's one thing that we must not allow. What is being done to stop foreigners coming from neighboring countries with PVC? There's also been a lot of arrests. I think if most of you know, if you've been following the news, a lot of things have been going on. There have been arrests of foreigners with PVCs. foreigners who are said to have PVCs and stuff like that. So there are little things that are being done just on the norm, or should I say behind the scene, to really clean up this whole space system and everything, to ensure free and fair credible election. Tomorrow also I'm going to have a meeting with the Commonwealth election observers, that is being led by former President Thabo Mbeki of South Africa. And so part of the things I'm really going to talk to them about ensuring free, fair, credible election, and that's part of the things they should really hammer on, not the ones that they will come because they want stability in the region. They will just anyhow shenanigans, even when they see things are not being done well, they will turn a blind eye. They can't afford to do that. And so I'm going to be giving them a lot. I'm going to talk to them. Of course I will hear from them, they're going to hear from me also. Thank you, Grand Cubana, is to really let them know the importance of ensuring free, fair, credible elections this time. This is not about stability, this is about the mandate of the people. The mandate of the people must be allowed, and it's better for them to begin to sound it out to the Nigerian government for them to do this. And one of the things also is this amazing visa ban that has been happening. We've seen the Supreme Court judges who did anyhow, they are also now being denied that. So that's also something that most of these people, they need these visas abroad, and hopefully Euro and also UK will join in this whole visa ban, because they need the visas for a lot of things. They want to go and have a good life there, they want to go and access medical care and stuff like that. If they begin to deny them, it will really help us a lot. So people will be more careful about ensuring about free and fair election, and how they interfere with the electoral processes. Okay. Yeah, there'll be amazing rallies all over the country. That's very important. Let people start doing campaign. Yeah, so there are already campaigns that are going on Obi. Yes, so thank you so much, Sam Leo. There already what do you call it now? Adverts are being done, jingles are being done on radio. A lot of them have been done. We've not done as much TV. One of the things that honestly TV really, I will tell you something. They are not as effective as the most effective one all over Africa. In order is radio and social media, and we've been really strong on social media and radio. We have really come up in this last few days all over the country. The jingles are going on. Is the TVs that we've not done as well, but hopefully we're going to do a few, some just to do them for the sake of doing it, because most of the people who actually do TV, they do social media, so they get to see your messages and all of that on social medias anyway, and you're not wasting that much time as much as you will on TV. And how many people kukuma get light to watch them? And the people that have light to watch them already know Peter, but it's those people in the interiors that we're already trying to get to. And the next thing also, we are doing posters. Soon, very soon, you're going to see our posters pasted around. Before they will have time to remove them, this thing would have been printed in people's mind. One of the things we've tried to do with this whole campaign is to do strategy. We don't have as much money, so we had to use our brain. We had to be creative. If you notice these things that a lot of people, I'm sure you come across this a lot of times, people just using this phone sticker. A lot of people have phones, and so it was so much easier for us to prepare this phone stickers, to do these phone stickers, and we just have them on people's phones, which was better than doing posters that they will be tearing, they'll be taken away, and stuff like that. So this has really helped us a lot. We've done more of this thing. So we've done more of creative, like you see the ballot paper dummies. We've done a lot of creative things based on the fact that, we are not just going to just be wasting money anyhow. So those are things. So we are going to bring some food. Oh, thank you so much for you guys, your kind words. Good evening, everyone. So I'm just trying to quickly look around and see which are the questions that have been answered. One of the things that I'm going to do, I'm going to be starting this much earlier, do it at 8 p.m. And I'm going to be doing it via Zoom as we go on and bring in guests that they will talk so that I'm not the only one talking. And then also, of course, we can have some of you join us and then you put your thoughts out there. Since so far now, YouTube doesn't allow where you have that conversation. So it's something that we really uh, uh, so it's something that we really need to have those conversations going on. I will do more of that. Emmanuel Kwara, well, the main thing is to focus on the candidates that we have and push them on. You know, all of these things, politicians do that a lot. We've had also a lot of politicians who from other parties, APC, PDP, that have joined Labour Party. That politicians do that all the time. But what one of the things we must focus on in this election is what citizens are doing. The real determinants of this election is not the politicians, it's actually the people. And so you're doing amazingly well. So let's focus on those things that we are doing. Thank you so much, the boss. Uh, Yes, so second, but they never see us coming. They see us coming. They actually didn't see coming. Yeah, Kano, you have a lot of non-indigenous in Kano. You have that's like settlers, non-indigenous. You also have a lot of indigenous Christian population in Kano, Jigawa, Katsina, what do you call it now? Katsina, Zamfara, Kebbi, Sokoto, you have a lot of that. One of the things also that we must not shy away from is the fact that with the APC Muslim ticket, it's sort of like the Northern Christians were openly shown that they are not seen as equals in Nigeria. And so that sort of like infuriated a good number of them, and which rightfully so, because there was so much industry that was meted on them. Because when you had APC bring in a Southern Muslim, what you expected was that a Northern Christian would have been made vice president, but you know they didn't do that. And then also we have the case of a Northern Muslim has finished 8 years and he hasn't even done well, and then you're replacing him, you want to replace him with another Northern Muslim. It doesn't make sense in a country where you have different religion, multi-religion and multi-ethnicity. There's something called equity and justice, and people must always do things that are just, whether it affects them positively or negatively, or whether it doesn't favor them, or justice must always be justice. And one of the things that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said is that your faith is not complete until you want for your brother what you want for yourself. As in everything that people do in life, and for me personally, that's the way I live my life. I always look at it from the point of, if that thing is done to me, would I like it? Anything that is done to me, I will not like it. I don't do it to somebody else, and I don't support it being done to somebody else. And I always speak out on it, whether it's seen as the right thing or it's not seen as the right thing. As long as I know that that same thing, injustice, I'm not going to tolerate it, then I'm not going to do it to somebody else, and I'm not going to stand by why it is being done to somebody else the same way I will not stand by why it is being done to me. It's just like if maybe when Jonathan had finished his 2015 election, let's say he was even the one that won, and then he did up to 2018, and then 2019 somebody else was coming to run, and then they will now bring a Christian ticket. It doesn't make sense in the country like Nigeria, where we need to balance things. So the right thing must always be done, irrespective of whoever it is being done to, or whether you're the one doing it. Even if you have to be against yourself, as long as you are on the side of the truth, you need to be against yourself on the side of the truth. That's just, this thing is not rocket science, it's just doing it the way it should be done. Can you please get this app you talked about? Okay, I think I'll look for it more. Maybe probably even as we have this conversation, bring in those people who have done those apps to come and explain them more to us, the ones that you use for reporting, recording, and stuff like that. Um, Well, like I talked about the transportation, there are so many people who have been working on transportation. There are certain handles that just go on Twitter and just type student transportation. You definitely will see those timeline coming. But of course, they also have their method of vetting to actually ensure that people are students, so that you don't have people who are not students actually taking advantage, or people who are students who don't have PVC. Because if you don't have PVC, why would anybody be paying transportation for you to go? Go come and stay in your hostel, or be sleeping, be reading till they yes, there are agents for the polling unit. Apart from agents for the polling unit, we also want to do, yes, there are, we also want to do our people's agent. Let's have different layers beyond the party. We just don't want to rely on party agents alone. We also want to be like me now. I'm going to be an unofficial agent at my polling unit. When I get there early, ensure before the voting everything is the way it's supposed to be, and also when they finish it is in, I will stand there and they will count it with my koro eye and ensure the results are being sent in. What is the implication of those polling units cancelled? There's really no implication. People are just, people just get sometimes agitated. Polling units were cancelled a long time ago. They did reshuffling. There were some places where they felt not many people are there, so they removed those polling units. They added them to some. There's really no big deal about it. Even if they cancel a polling, they didn't cancel your PVC. They can't cancel your PVC. They can't cancel your register. They must give you a place to vote, so you just simply go to another place to go and vote. There were actually some places where there are PVCs in certain places, and they did that thing. It's not today, it's a long time ago. They actually announced it. It didn't make any news, but because now the whole thing, permutations, conspiracy, people like conspiracy theory. They want to say, oh, there's something that they know, there's something that's being done, and they bring this in. This cancellation was done a long time ago. People, when they talked about it, they even some in some religious houses or whatever, they removed them. Some of these polling units, people are not really there. So what's the essence of having these polling units? People don't, so they just remove them and reshuffle them. It's not going to affect anything. Even if your polling unit have been changed from there, you will see another polling unit that you'll be at. And then for some places, the polling units, there were too many people, so they've taken some people and they've taken them somewhere else. There's no cause for alarm. The thing is that if you can stand on the queue and spend 12 hours on a queue getting fuel, no matter what they do, stand there and vote your vote. And by the time you get to the polling unit, as long as you get to the polling unit before the time of close, you, even if it's the midnight, you'll be allowed to vote. It's only when you come after the time for voting has passed that you will not be allowed to vote. So just calm down, don't feel anything, just go look for it. Just come out early, come out in groups, don't be isolated, look for your polling unit, and let's just sit down there and ensure that our votes are count. So yes, we need to do more of the okay, somebody is saying the zone, the rural area. We need to do more of the rural area campaigns. Please, let's do that. Let's not keep anything to chance. Let's talk to our people. If you don't even do, you know, the things that you don't even have to go to this rural area. All you need to do is to make phone calls. Just make phone calls. Talk to your people. If you have one or two things to send to some of the people that will go there and do mobilization, go around and maybe call people together, talk to people, carry microphone and be talking to people. Just do something. There's always something that every one of us can do. Why can't we win Taraba? Of course, we can win Taraba. It's very is Isaac Balami are doing great job in the northeast. Yeah, they are doing great job in the northeast. People are doing different things. A lot of people are working, and that's the thing about this movement. I think we'll be so shocked because we always focus on the people that we see. So, for example, a lot of you see an Aisha Isufu that is traveling from one state to the other with Peter Obi or with the wife's team and talking to people and whatever. But what you don't see are a lot of people who are working so hard, whom nobody is seeing them, but they are doing so much for the Obidati movement and for Peter Obi. Those are our greatest strength. Those are our game changers. Those are our four aces. Those are the ones that we shock everyone with the kind of result they are going, because these are silent achievers. These are silent workers that we don't get to see them, but they're doing so many amazing things. And I've come across a lot of them that nobody knows they are doing it. Nobody knows what they're doing, but they're doing such amazing work that it's unbelievable. And so there are so many people who are working in different places. The beauty about this campaign is that the people took ownership of the campaign, and they're working on it, and they're doing it so much, and they're doing a whole lot. Don't be afraid of INEC. Like we explained to INEC, INEC are doing very well. So results submitting, there are situation rooms that are being taken, collated, packed on. Don't forget there are also different situation rules that are done by civil society. This thing also, social media is also another great place to put this results out. Probably a hashtag will be created for you to just put this result, maybe put your polling unit place and whatever, take pictures and put it out there. For the students, how do we submit it? Just go, please kindly go on Twitter. Probably maybe tomorrow or something, I'll bring some of those people who are on it to come and get to come and talk about this issue of what do you call it now, to come and talk about the issue of student transportation, because I see a lot of people are talking about the student transportation. Okay, Toronto World TV. Maybe you could do put it in a Google Drive and do an email to me. I'll probably hand it over to the media team. My email address is aishayusufu@gmail.com. Just Aisha, as in just the way, let me write it down. Just the way I spell my name. I've just put that out there. That's the way I spell my name. Yeah, that's it. That's so you could send it through there. Let me see it and send it in. Okay, how can we make sure labor are protected? Yeah, so some of the things like now, in terms of things like the military are being sent, even though I'm not so very keen on military being sent in for this, it's like militarization of election. There's some of the things it's doing that is to ensure sanity. And so those are the things, like if the security agents are really working on trying to protect the people. Well, like we've already talked about the issue of Tambuwa. If they are saying that if they really were not agent, Tambuwa will not be talking about it. They will just be secretly laughing. They are all afraid. When you see all of them, all of a sudden, all these governors that ordinarily do not talk to people, bother about, they are not talking to the people. They are not talking about Peter Obi. It tells you that they are very much afraid, but they are just putting up poker faces. They are putting up brave faces in all of this. So let me see. Okay, yeah, I agree with that too. Like the visitation to the Southwest market, that's also something that can be done. So Peach State say, Aisha, even after PO goes into office, I think we should have a forum to discuss things to relate to the president. Good job. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. For me, that's what I'm gonna do. And when I see a lot of people talking about, oh, Aisha, you're going to be in government, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be in government with people, with PO, with Twitter. I'll be, what I'm going to do is ensure that what the people are going through, I'm able to relate it to him. If he opens that way privately, I'll take it and relate it to him. If he doesn't open that way, I'll take it and put it out publicly the way I've always done with every other government. Put it out and say, these are what the people are going through. These are policies you're doing that are not right. These are things you need to do better. And so these are things. Oh yeah, so that would be fantastic. We'll be expecting Kogi also, those votes from Kogi. So also, what's the other thing? Thank you. It's obedient. Yeah, we have a lot of people who are obedient. Please, 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 as much as possible. Uh, Well, the security agents are there. They are more than anybody unleashing their voices or their voice or their whatever to the people. We must ensure that the people's how they put it now mandates are protected, people's lives are protected. The primary responsibility of any government is the protection of lives and properties, and any government that is not that cannot protect the lives and properties of its citizens is really not fit to be called a government. Is there not going to be a presidential debate? I really don't know, honestly. There was supposed to be one. It ended up not holding. So I don't know. And it's almost few days to election. But let's see what happens. And most of the other things, what they did, like even the channels and instead of having a presidential debate where all the candidates are coming together, they just now ended up just doing one candidate. I think some say they not come. So, but I don't know whether they're going to have a different presidential debate as it is. That is something I don't know. But I'll soon be rounding up here since we didn't start early. It's already 11 o'clock, and tomorrow I do have a meeting with the Commonwealth Electoral Observers, and I need to be there quite early. Is to just say to every one of us, please, let's remember election is just a few days away, and let's come out and vote. Let's not stay away from the vote. Let's not make assumption that we've already won. Let's win. What I want us to do, let's make a statement. Let's win the kind of win that nobody can even come out and say anything. You know, when you talk about the security agents are really quite on ground, honestly, for those from Kaduna all over the country. So, and we have that on ground, and also people come together, don't come one. All of these people, agberos and whatever, begin to talk to them to mitigate that issue of violence. Let them know why it is in their interest for the right votes, for them to not unleash violence on anybody. We already talk to them, some of them daily. You give them 500 naira here and there. This is the time to bring up all of these things that you do for them. Most times people don't talk to them, and so let's also come out en masse. Let's not come out one, and let's collectively stay at those polling units, and let's keep on calling on the government, on security agents to do the needful for them to know that this Nigeria affects all of us. If there's a bad Nigeria, it affects all of us. If there's a good Nigeria, it affects all of us. So these are some of the things. And so please, 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 let's come out. We need to send a statement. We need to come out en masse. We need to vote for Peter Obi, a Labour Party, in a way that has never been seen in Nigeria. The people that should come out to vote should be unprecedented. Don't stay at home. Don't stay at home and say this. The miracle you pray for every 4 years is at the election. Is at during the polling. On the election day that you will get that miracle, and you can give it to the So please come out and let's vote. We do not want a situation whereby they are saying he won there with no, he won one hands down, won massively, so that let the other opponent be humbled that they cannot even open mouth and talk, because they can see that the people have made statement. Because for too long in Nigeria, they have the see finish done too much. They disrespect us. They don't think it is us that will do any winning of vote or anything. They don't even care about. Yes, we have polling units in all of the polling units. We have party agents in all of the polling units. Forget about what they are saying. If they were not this thing, they won't even be talking to you. The fact that they are talking to you means that they are afraid of you, and they are looking for everything to psychologically discourage you, to plant doubts in your mind. So forget about all of that. Let's come out and make me. Yes, like this person said, let's use our PVC. Let's use our PVC to make statement. You understand? The new protest ground at the polling units and the PVCs are our placard. They tear gas us when we come out to protest. This is the time for us to tear gas them by not voting for them. So please, please, please come out and vote. Come out and do the needful. Come out and ensure that you participate in the election. Not just you, your family members who are 18 and above and have PVC, your friends, your family, call each other. call and find out, are you at the vote? Let's do what hashtag at the polling unit or whatever it is. I'm at the polling unit. Let's just do something out there and use that to vote. Please, 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 let's do this. This is not just about us. This is for our children and our unborn generation. Remember, whoever gets into office now is most likely going to stay for the next 8 years, because it's very difficult for you to dislodge an incumbent. So this is the time we have. The president is not running for office. The president has shown he doesn't care about anyone running for office, whoever comes in. So let's use this opportunity to ensure that we get in someone with competence, character, capacity into office. Thank you so much for listening to me. Hopefully, I'm going to continue this. I'll be starting this at 8 p.m. I will probably do it to 8 to 10, and I will be bringing in guests. I will try to do this through Zoom. I will stream it live, and we will have this. I will also be able to bring in people so that you actually comment and have a conversation instead of just us having a monologue, because we need to discuss this thing. We need to allay first, and we need to be ready with our PVCs. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been an amazing time here with you all. God bless you all. God bless you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you and bye-bye. Well done. Thank you, everyone. Amen. And all of you too. God bless you all. Bye.